Golf cart update. Oh, what a pain this has been. When I tried to follow the original key diagram, I kept getting a dead short in the starter generator. It would spin fine in reverse, but every time I tried to go to forward, I was making smoke. So I tried and tried. I thought maybe I had bad solenoids, because these are just really cheap winch solenoids, and I don't really have a diagram for them. I'm not exactly sure if they were working fine. I mean, they tested out okay on the bench, but they never worked in the circuit, and I was blaming them. So I went and I got a worn continuous duty solenoid to try to use that for part of reverse. Long story short, I'm using these 6-pole solenoids, the silver ones on the right, just as though they were single solenoids instead of double. So the bottom terminals aren't hooked up to anything. Just in the process of troubleshooting, trying to get this thing working. Because like I say, it would spin fine in reverse, but get a dead short across it in forward. So I tore up all my nice covering on the wiring, just to check everything and to make sure I didn't do anything wrong, even though there's not that much here. I mean, it looks like a lot of wires, but there's not a lot there. I kept the relays in place. I didn't really need them, but this way the key doesn't have to pull down as many solenoids. So the key wiring doesn't have to pull down as many solenoids. So chances are it would have been just fine the way it was, but I changed it to having the solenoids in. But anyway, finally, just a few minutes ago, I hooked it up using a wiring diagram from, I think it's called Western Electric or Western Electronics. I'll put it up on the Buggy's Gone Wild website, the one that I used, and detail kind of what I did, because it seems to work great now. I've got the spark plug sitting here so I could see if it was sparking. And if we take the key switch and go into forward, forward should be with the engine rotating this way, and there's forward. Now we click it into reverse, and then it goes the other way. Nice spark there. We've got our little LED down here. If you look for the LED, let's see if you can see it. That shows us when the HEI is firing. So next thing is put some gas in it, which is where I thought I was, what, a week or something ago. I've been screwing around with this. I don't want to tell you how many hours I have in trying to figure this out. Then I got to shorten up some of the leads, tidy everything up, make sure that it all is going to work for a long time without you know, wires rubbing and stuff like that. So get it all back to where it was and put some gas in it, and then we'll check generator output. It should be fine, but I want to test it with a meter over here that you can clamp over the wire that you're wanting to test and see what kind of current is running through the wire. So we'll give that a try. I've never used one before. We'll give it a try and make sure that we're not going to cook the generator because of overcharging or the battery or whatever. We want to make sure that the voltage regulator is limited in the field so that it isn't generating too much heat inside that starter generator motor. But anyway, that's it. I'm happy. I made a huge mess. My garage is a freaking disaster area with stuff all over the workbench and just what a pain. But progress. I'll make another video later.